the change they are accusing you of is a change which is doing you good. Yeah, change is good. Yes, I've changed my priorities. Thank you. The only thing you can change in life is actually you. We go at different speed and pace in different seasons in our life. Hello curious, welcome to my channel. My name is Dominique, and once again you're most welcome to my channel. If it's the first time you are stopping by, consider subscribing because you want to find me next time you're looking for me. Okay, somebody recently told me you've changed. I want my childhood friend back. It's a childhood friend. We've known each other for at least 15 years or even more, really more. And I was kind of confused, like telling me I've changed. Is it a nice thing, like I'm congratulating me because I've done some major positive changes in my life, or is it judgmental? And if it is judgmental, what is it that I've changed which is that is disturbing you? Like, is change that bad? Like, I feel like the only constant thing in life is change. I always say it, like change is good. Like if you don't change, I don't know. There are things you can change, right? Like your complexion or those some people do change. Like I was on Facebook the other day and I was watching pictures of people I've known for like school, high school and everything. And some have changed like 5 or 6 tone of their complexion. Like how can you change it? But hey, but what does it mean you've changed? I want my childhood friend back. No, that woman doesn't exist anymore. Of course my core is still the same. Like there are things you cannot change about you. I mean, even in a relationship, even in a marriage, you get to know each other. If you're like 30 years married, like you're still getting to know each other. You change, you never stay the same. I'm not even talking about the physical appearance or the wrinkles or whatnot, but I'm talking about the personality. Like we react to our environment, we react to our challenges, we react to the world, to life. And the only thing you can change in life is actually you. Like you don't have any control on how people are going to treat you, but you have a control on how the treatment is going to make you feel. Does that make any sense? Like saying you've changed is like accusing me of development, and that development isn't pleasing you. It's not going the way you want, because I've been doing some decluttering in my life. The past 5 years, I was like, you know, when you are younger, you want to be included, you want to be cool, and like I'm one of those people. I was like looking for qualities instead of quantity, friendship and relationship. And I know I can be a really good friend. I am a good friend, really, even too good friend. And loyal, I'm always there for, like, I remember when this friend of mine gave birth and it wasn't really that good. I was traveling to like cities to see her baby, to let her know that she's not alone. And she had to say thank you. Her mom said thank you. Like, now I know my daughter isn't alone. I'm not regretting it. Like, I was enjoying it. Like, giving is receiving. There's more pleasure in giving than in receiving. But at a certain point, I realized I was always the giver in relationships, like friendship relationships. And I started counting my blessings relationship-wise. And a very simple method is just stop calling, stop giving, don't say anything, and see if you're going to be missed. And after some time, I changed my number. People didn't even realize. I said, okay, so you can do 6 months without calling me if I don't call you. You can go 1 year without whatever, but I'm not that clingy of a friend. Like, I don't even want people to be I have other friends, we can do like six months, 1 year without talking to each other, but once we once we meet up and we start catching up, look, but you get what I'm saying, right? So saying I've changed is you want that Dominique back, but she isn't existing anymore, right? I think people wish you well in friendship until you are doing good or even better than them. Like, people don't want to see you succeed. People don't want to see you like be the better version of yourself. You can be, but never more than them. And like, and I've had this issue a lot. She's not the only one. Like, I've heard people telling me, "You've changed," and at the first, like my first reflex is to feel uncomfortable about it and think, why I've changed. I'm not being truthful to myself. I'm not this and that anymore. Like, I suppose this person knows me, and it's like saying you are not a good person anymore, right? Or and then when you go and you think about it further, it's, no, what you are doing. The change they are accusing you of is a change which is doing you good. Yeah, change is good. What do you want to be other than changing? How do you want to live your life without change? So you want me to stay at that point? Like, how is that possible, right? I think it's like hateration to say you've changed. Like, you are hating on that version of me which you are seeing. Like, you're not telling me you've changed your way of talking, you've changed your complexion, you've changed your voice, you've changed your values. I think your values stay the same, sort of, but the way you go about life, your priorities are different. Yes, I've changed my priorities. Thank you. So comes wisdom. After some time, I began thinking, okay, for me now, telling me you've changed is like you're complimenting me. You're doing something, you're living, you're changing. Like, if you are not changing, then you are died. You are dead, sorry. Even a rock, like a big rock, changes. It becomes like small stones, and then at the point, a sand, slowly, like we can really measure it with our 100 years of life. But even a rock changes, a plant changes, it changes. Why do I not have the right to change? Why don't you want me to change? Why are you judging me for changing? Why are you judging me for living? Change is good, people, and if anybody tells you you have changed, it is a compliment. Okay, if you don't pinpoint what is the bad change, like saying you've changed, most of the time I think it's not a compliment. It's like a judgment. It's a projection of their own shortcomings into your life. It's saying you're elevating your life. For me, to my translation, like changing is like you've elevated, you've blown. You've blown, not that much, but I think you get what I'm saying, right? So even if I'm changed and you think that I'm doing good, I think you should want to be around people who are doing better than you and get tips and tricks and whatnot and advices from them, instead of judging them of doing something out of their life. Like, I'm doing something out of my life. Surround yourself with values you want to assimilate in your life. Like, if you're around people who are enemies of progress, out. Is there something like struggle friends? Like, I have the feeling people just want to see you struggle and never make it. Struggle for like, as long as you are suffering, as long as you are grinding, as long as you are dreaming, they're your friends. But once you start realizing your dreams and not being dependent on anybody for your happiness and taking responsibility for your own happiness, then you become a bad friend. A friend who has changed, whatnot. It's not even friendship. That's just like, you just want to see me suffer and keep suffering. Why? I wish people were aware of their own jealousy before projecting it on others. Jealousy is a disease. Oh, jealousy is a disease. So somebody telling you, so baby's looking at me like, what is wrong with this woman? Jealousy is a disease. Jealousy is a disease. If somebody tells you you've changed, it's a kind of jealousy, like low-key, no, not low-key, high-key jealous. Jealousy is a disease. Go and cure yourself. Most of the time we measure success in money, right? Money measures success, but doesn't take you to success. It's true, y'all. Money measures success and it doesn't take you to success. So what takes you to success are values. It's discipline, your grinding, and your motivation. That's the way to success, but not money in the first place. Money is a result of grinding, it's a result of a lot of things. Often we do not talk about the way to success, but we just like show off and whatnot, but nobody tells you how you get to success, right? And I've freed myself out of that. Like, there are a lot of videos on my channel about that. So once you freed yourself from measuring success and happiness out of your financial world, then you begin to see that success isn't only having money, because even people who have money, they are not that happy. Trust me, I know what I'm saying. And you are getting older, and we begin to cherish other things, right? I didn't grow up with a lot of money. Like I had the most important thing in life. I had love. Really, I had love, and I had time to be loved and to love back, right? But a lot of people thought, okay, you people are not that wealthy, then you might not really be that happy. And comes times and blah blah blah, they have realized, okay, money isn't doing the thing. We really need people, good friends, right? You really need good friends in your life. You need loyal friends. You need people with value. You need people with ambitions. You need people with goals. You need people with passions. You need people with dreams. And it's only fulfilling these, your dreams or your goals you set. I think that's the greatest happiness, or the greatest source of happiness and fulfillment someone can get. Okay? So changing in the sense of fulfilling your dreams and becoming the better version of yourself is a compliment. Of course I've changed. Of course. Why have changed, and you should do so. So like that childhood, and that's the point. Childhood. I'm no more in the childhood. Okay, so I've changed, and that person is not coming back. Not that I didn't cherish her or whatnot. It's just that it's a season of your life. I was in that season of my life, and friendship is people having common things. It might be grinding for money, like get rich or die trying to like 50 Cent say, or maybe it's religion, or maybe because you want some good in the school or whatnot. You might have something in common and you are driven by that, and once sometimes your paths just go aside and it's change, which is good. Friendship is not marriage. Even in marriage, I think you still have your own life and you still have your own path. Okay, so if anybody tells you you've changed, it's a compliment. Only dead and whatnot creatures and living beings do not change. As long as you are living, you have to change. Change is the only constant thing in life. And you don't wanting me to change is you are not looking for my happiness. You don't want me to be good. You don't want me to be happy. You are not good people for me. Yes, I've changed. And you are no longer part of my world. If you don't want me to change, and if you don't celebrate my change and my successes with me, like friendship is also rejoicing with the other person when it's working good. People want to see you do good, but never better than them. It's true, people. It's so true. Sometimes you just have to rejoice for people instead of accusing them of changing just because they are elevating, just because they are pushing, and maybe pushing at this point harder than you. But it is, we are different, we are unique, and Dominique is unique, right? What about that? But we are unique, and we don't have the same path and the same speed each time. Like, we go at different speed and pace in different seasons in our life. So don't always compare my speed, my season, my pace, like actual pace, to what you are going through. Bear in mind that when you are speeding, when you are flying, I am there to give you the support. Okay? So instead of judging somebody, you've changed, give that person the support and encourage that person. Be there for this person. Change is a compliment. If somebody accuses you of change, it means you are doing something right. And don't be like me and be like starting to question yourself, no, you're fine. We others are not. You've changed. I want my childhood friend back. Anyways, for now, I'm done. Change is good, people. Go for it. Like, don't change your complexion, don't change your values, but change every other thing. If you are in a situation where you are not having it and it's not doing you good, change it. We are human beings. Like, there are things we cannot control, but there are other things in life you can control. And go and change it. If you are not happy about the situation, don't just complain, act. Don't just pray, act. Don't just grumble, act. Change it. Make it work for yourself. And if after somebody comes and is accusing you of changing, of making progress, of being happy, so what? So what? Yes, take it. It's a compliment. You have changed because you are grinding for happiness, you are grinding for success, and you are grinding for your peace of mind. So that was it for today. Enough of the talking as usual. Like, I can be talkative sometimes. Anyways, if you have been watching this far, it means there must be something between the two of us going on. Just confirm it by clicking subscribe down there to make sure you find me next time you're looking for me. Okay? Stay curious. Bye. Mwah.